By popular demand, this is the 5th installment of the Wholesale Documentary with my friend, my TTP family member here, Alana Smith. She is going to break down exactly what she's done in the last few weeks, some of the ups, some of the downs, and actually, we had some time that we made calls together. We're going to talk about this. Check this out. Hey everybody, I am Brent Daniels and
I'm Alana Smith.
And if you guys have been following Alana's journey, it has been excellent, okay? Here's the thing. Not excellent in the sense of, oh, she's out there, she's locking up all these deals, she's doing all these things, but real life excellent. Like, you are going through school, you're going through finding a new place to live, you're also going through working a full-time job and having 2 days available to you for your wholesaling business to build your company.
Right.
Right?
Yes. So
So let's talk about it. So the last video that came out was about 3 weeks ago. People have been sending me messages. People have been posting on the videos. Where's Alana? Where's Alana? Where's Alana? So tell us how the last few weeks have gone.
All right. I'm still alive. I'm still working, but so I started school again, and of course, you know, I have the 2 days off in the middle of the week, so I kind of have to put my school schedule around my work schedule, and that's kind of like it's really crunching my time for calls.
Sure.
And I really like the last video that we did. I actually appreciated that you gave me like statistics of how many hours you have to put in to actually get your first deal, because it helped me like put it more into perspective.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing, and like apartment hunting and stuff like that. And then also what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the last time that we met on Wednesday, Brent actually went over like a few things that I was doing wrong in my calls, because we did a few calls in the office together. So I got to see what I was doing wrong, or like what I could improve on. So that helped me a lot too. I just haven't been making that many calls over the past few weeks. So
this is what I did. She came into my old office, right? We're in a new office now. You can probably sense this. But I had you at the stand-up desk. You had your computer. You were logged into Mojo. You were making your calls. I came in to listen to you and give you some critiques, some things that I saw there. The biggest things that I see, especially with people starting out, which is natural, is the active listening and using your tone of voice to change up and to speed up or upswings and downswings on the certain words that you use to help people feel more comfortable when you're speaking with them, right? And you saw me in action.
Yeah, I did.
Right? You saw me in action, literally making the calls in front of her. That I think the second or third conversation, boom.
You might have got a deal.
Yeah. I'm still following up with that gal. Yeah.
I didn't realize, like, I feel like my voice is kind of deep. I didn't realize how monotone I kind of sound on the phone. So I thought that, like, I was raising my pitch and, like, fluctuating my tone, but I wasn't doing it as much as I thought I was.
Right.
So seeing you in action was, like, really different than what I was actually doing. So.
Yeah, because, and also I think what happens is you're still in your first 10 hours of making calls, your first 20 hours of making calls. You know what I mean? So you're still at that point where you're still learning to feel comfortable with the things that you're saying. You're still in your mind reacting to the things that they're saying to you. Remember? Yeah. So we started out this with the homework of practice the script, practice the script, practice the script. That's great. It's great. It's almost like memorizing anything for a test or for something that, you know, whatever, for a test. Let's just call that. And you remember it and then you forget it.
Yeah.
Right? This is much different because this is real life. You know what to say, you know how to get there, but their reactions are going to be a little bit different. Not in what they're going to say. They're only going to say one of 6 things. That when you ask somebody if they would consider an offer on their property, they're only going to say yes, no, maybe in the future, how much will you give me, how'd you get my number, and who are you? One of those 6 things, right?
Yeah.
Have you had anything else besides those, right? No. Exactly. So one of those 6 things is what you're going to get, but their tone is different, right? The way that they say it is different. Sometimes people sound like they're really mad, or people sound like they're really short with you, like they're rushing around, or there's a lot of background music, or they're listening very intently to what you're saying, or they ask you really, you know, they slow down the way that they speak, and they try to understand what you're doing, and it can throw you off a little bit. But that's what builds up your versatility, right? So in the last 3 weeks, she's been getting back to school. She's been looking for a place to live. So it's really limited the amount of time that you can focus on the calls that you're gonna make, right? So how do I get you to time block, no matter what, 2 hours on Wednesday, 2 hours on Thursday? Because let's stop going the 4 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. I want to get something that you know that you can do, right? Because I think the tough thing is I'm throwing a lot at you. Sorry, that's my phone. I'm throwing a lot at you because I know that you can handle it. But with circumstances coming up and everything, if you don't feel like you can go out and get it right now, you're gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna postpone that and just kind of wait till I can sit down and really focus. Is that right?
Right. I think for me, because I've been trying to do too much, honestly. I feel like I was driving for dollars, and then I would try to build my list up and then call. But I think probably the best thing for me to do now would be going on list source to addresses that are already on there, and then just skip tracing those, so I don't have to spend more time going out to find more.
Got it.
And then
Love it.
I'll have more time to do calls.
Yep.
I think that would be the best thing to do.
What do you think with your current schedule? What do you think is the time that you can block off? So today is Wednesday, so we have Thursday, we have tomorrow. So when do you think tomorrow you can make the calls?
After 12, after I get out of school.
Give me a specific time.
From 1 to 8, 1 to 7.
Okay,
8.
So you're going to text me when you start at 1, and then text me when you get done, and I want to know how many leads you've gotten.
Okay.
Okay? So the accountability there. Now on next Wednesday, next Thursday, how does that look?
Not sure yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So by Monday, will you know? Or by Tuesday, will
I'll
you know?
By Monday, yeah.
Okay.
By Monday.
Okay, so by Monday, text me then again. Make sure that you tell me the times that you're going to actually make the calls. Okay. And then I'll keep you accountable on that, and we'll just keep this accountability high. If you want to follow Alana, it is Alana Nirvana.
Yes. Alana Nirvana.
No underscores, no dashes, no anything. Alana Nirvana.
Yeah.
Will you, for our audience, post when you're making some calls?
I will. I'll post when I make calls. I'll try to post more of the process. Like I said last time, I posted on Instagram. I'm going to try to post more of what I'm actually doing, so you can actually follow me along more and not just wait for the videos to come out every Thursday. Yeah. And ask me questions too.
Yeah, it's just awkward. It's just tough. I mean, it's just, I thrust you into this. I knew that you had talent. She has a full-time job being on the phones all day. So not only did she join a program that she's on the phones to be proactive for her own business, but it's a lot of being on the phones. It's a lot of communicating with people. And I think that it can affect you a little bit when you were saying with your tone, because when you're at your regular job, you have to be cool as ice, right? You know what I mean? So that could definitely affect it.
That's true.
Yeah. So good. So that is the biggest thing. The biggest thing is just putting in the work. Now, the conversation that we had just before we went on the video is I was on the support call that we do every other Tuesday with the program, and Mark out of Utah told me he's closing his first TTP deal. Okay, Mark signed up for TTP in January of 2018. Now listen, he said it's not that I wasn't doing the program. It wasn't that the program wasn't great. It wasn't that I didn't believe that picking up the phone and talking to people was going to get me to this deal. By the way, he's going to make a massive deal. This could be a 6-figure deal for him, by the way, right? Yeah, not only that, but he said that he's a real estate agent. He kept getting real estate deals coming the way. He has 2 kids. He's got a wife. He's got all these things that came in the way, but he kept just being consistent, a little bit here and there. I mean, maybe an hour a month. You know what I mean? And now he's getting a 6-figure deal. It's going to be great, but it was a year and a half that it took him to do it. I want you to get there as fast as possible. I want everybody watching this to get it as fast as possible. But it's putting in the work, it's getting it done, and it's making sure that you can be consistent with the time that you have. Right? And that's really all it is.
Yeah. And the other thing too, like you said in the last video, comparing yourself to other people, because you don't know what's going on in their life or what other work they're putting in behind the scenes. So I think that was another thing for me too, because I feel like the time limit that I put was unrealistic for the work that I'm actually putting in. So I had to adjust my goals.
Yeah, and I think, just hearing you on the phone, I know that you put in enough time into it, you're going to run across it. You're going to come across a laydown that's just going to work out, and just making sure. One other thing that I noticed when we were making calls is that first list we called, boom, they cut us off. Boom, they cut us off. Boom, they cut, right?
Yeah.
The first 12 people that Alana talked to and that I talked to, I couldn't even get past the, hey, I know this call's out of the blue. They were like, we don't want to sell our house. We don't want to do anything, so we can't. Mm-hmm. So we adjusted that list. We changed up the list. Third conversation I had in there, boom, I've got a lead on a fantastic commercial property in Phoenix. So it definitely change up the list to keep it fresh. Understand when a list has been too beat up. Get consistent. Don't compare yourself to others, and just keep talking to people. It'll work out.
Got it.
Right?
Yeah.
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 You still like it? You still like the process?
I do,
Still like
yeah.
the wholesaling? Still have that passion inside you? Still got the fire?
Yeah. And that book that you gave me was really good too.
Yeah. Tell them what it was.
Oh my God, what is it called? The $1 Million something. I forgot what is it called?
Oh, the Dean Graziosi book.
Yeah, that one.
Right?
Yeah.
The Millionaire Minds, Millionaire something.
It's
Dean
good.
Graziosi. Yeah.
I'll put it on Instagram.
Yeah.
So you can see it.
There you go.
But yeah.
Good. Keep reading. Keep the good stuff coming in. Keep listening to good stuff in the car when you're driving, especially on Wednesdays and Thursdays. If you want to listen to the music and all that other stuff the other days, I get it. Getting off work, getting off school, whatever. Wednesdays and Thursdays are mine.
Yeah.
That's when we put the good stuff in. That's when you focus. Text me when you are making the calls to keep you accountable. Everybody cheerleader on. Put some awesome comments down below and follow her path, because we're gonna break this down documentary style so you see exactly what she went through to get her first deal. Thank you for participating.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Until next time, guys. You guys are the best. Talk to you soon. See ya.